Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all had an amazing holiday season. Mine was absolutely spectacular. So much family and friends and love surrounded by me and given to many, and just feeling really blessed today coming out of the new year. And I was teaching the performance test workshop this morning, and I wanted to share some updates that for those of you taking February 2025, I think will be helpful. Number one, we have a remote performance test. So the State Bar has not been 100% clear as to whether or not there will be scratch paper allowed, printed scratch paper. As of right now on the FAQ, it says that there's going to be a virtual scratch paper format. So I sent a few emails and I'm waiting to hear. As soon as I do, I will let you all know what the State Bar says. But regardless, it's really important to get comfortable on a split screen setting with the performance test. So I would recommend having the task file and library on the left with a blank screen, a blank Word document otherwise, and get comfortable briefing the case law and outlining the case law, and then plugging in your analysis and conclusions in your IRAC format, whether it be persuasive or objective. Now, we've had two back-to-back persuasive performance tests in 2024 with, I believe in February 24, it was in opposition to a motion for summary judgment. So that is obviously persuasive. And then we had a closing argument being tested in July 24 in a criminal law setting, a homicide setting. So we are due for an objective performance test. That is what is due to come up. And with objective PTs, you want to make sure that your language is really like a mediator arbitrator. So you're going to weigh both sides of the issues pursuant to the task, and you're going to come up with a commonsensical, strong conclusion as to which side is going to prevail without being too aggressive, without being too persuasive. You're going to use words like likely, more likely, probably, instead of that real assertive language that we have in persuasive writing. So make sure that your headings are really neutral and your conclusory statements are also not, of course, you're going to pick a side because there's going to be a stronger position depending on the parties, but, and of course, the case law that they're giving you for the task. But you definitely are going to be more wishy-washy. You're looking and weighing both sides, and then you're coming up to a sound conclusion based on what you believe the stronger position will be. Now, it is still somewhat persuasive writing in objective PTs because your analysis still needs to be correct. And you're applying the case law in a way where you can't necessarily be objective. It depends on, who has the stronger argument. So you are looking at both sides, but at the same time, you're making a sound conclusion on which position will likely prevail at time of trial. Or if you're in an opinion letter, that's a little bit different than a motion or a memorandum of points and authorities in support of a motion, which again is persuasive in nature. But in an objective setting, you're going to have more like opinion letters. And opinion letters, those are letters where if you're going to represent a new client, the firm is going to assess whether or not they should take the case on. And you're going to write a letter to the potential client, or the client could have already been retained, and you're weighing all sides. You're weighing all sides of the coin, and then you're coming to, which causes of action, if you're representing a potential plaintiff, would prevail, and or if you're the prosecutor in a criminal case, and which defenses, which you will always anticipate, even if you are plaintiff side, potentially will also be strong. So you're looking at the totality of the case and you're giving an opinion as opposed to a demand letter, which is more persuasive in nature, of course. That's where you're demanding that something stops before litigation. So there's a lot of different types of PTs, but for your remote exam, practice in that left to right split screen setting. Make sure that you are doing it strictly timed in 90 minutes and watch the clock. Make sure that you have an approach. If you don't, We used to sell ours a la carte. I am putting together a book where we will be selling our performance test approach as well as all of our 50 plus essay approaches. That is in the works, and excuse me, it's about halfway done. So I'm really excited. I hope I launch. I'm set to launch by early February, but we'll see. I really want it to be right. And yeah, we have a lot of good things going on. We have the February course. We are now enrolling for early prep for July 25 and even February 26. So feel free to book a consult. If you're interested in enrollment information, you can email me directly at cabarstyle@yahoo.com. And I just want to wish everyone a really happy and healthy new year. It's going to be a great year. I feel so good about this energy shift. I'm really feeling it. I think a lot of people are as well. If you're not, that's okay. But I wish you all a lot of health, a lot of happiness, and of course, passing this bar if it's on your goal list. Have a beautiful evening, and I'll be back later. Bye.